right, give me 1 second, peeps. Oh, whoop, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one.
Oh,
All
you're
right,
good,
here
brother.
we go. All right, here we go. My bad. My bad, peeps. My bad, peeps. What's good with the people? Dave, can I get a
Oof.
mic check real quick?
What's going on? What's going on? Once we get this all right, there we go.
You should be
You gotta know
good.
how to spell Panthers, man.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
learn how to spell Panthers, yo.
Oh man, let me fix that. My bad.
Yeah, please,
Let me
sir.
fix that.
Please, for the
Let me.
culture.
That might be
Hashtag for the culture.
that might be something I need to fix, huh? Give me
Yeah,
1 second.
maybe. But check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
I think we good. I
Make sure,
think we good.
make sure you guys can hear us.
Title. Let me fix
Let's
that.
see here.
There we go. More like it. More like it. All right, what's good? Hey, what's good, man? What's good, everybody? Listen, we back. It's gonna be a little distracting. I must admit, it's gonna be a little distracting because if you guys would do me a favor and tune in to ESPNU right now, cause your boys is on TV. Not us, but our alma mater is on TV right now, destroying our rival on national TV right now. ESPNU, North Carolina A&T State University versus North Carolina Central in basketball, and they getting destroyed right now. So
Yeah, it's a drubbing.
yeah, it is. It's a shellacking, b.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a drubbing.
it's funny because back in
It's
the
it's guile status, man.
it is. It's funny because back in the day, back when we was on campus,
We were
we was
trash.
trash, but we was trash. But yo, we used to pack out the stadium, b, and
We
yo,
did.
it used to be lit in them games. I got a clip. It's funny if I find it before the show is over. Um, I'll pull it up on YouTube. But yeah, that's our alma mater. That's Corbett Sports Center. If you're looking at ESPNU right now, Corbett Sports Center, A&T. It's all nice. Look, they got the North Carolina on the state on the court with the A&T in the middle. That's kind of dope. Little ECU vibe. I see what they doing. Central just hit a three, but yeah. So we a little distracted. A little distracted. I'm trying to wait to see if somebody fouls out because we used to go ham when somebody fouls out. We used to have this little thing that we do, and I'm trying to see if they still do it.
They do, man.
I don't think they do it. That's what I'm saying. I need to see if they
Nah, they
still do it.
do.
I need to see if they still do it. So I'm watching the box score. A couple cats got 3 fouls right now. Like they got 3 or 4 dudes that got 3 fouls. It's 11 minutes left in the game. So I'm monitoring the situation to see if somebody fouls out because I'm trying to see if they still do our tradition from back in the day. But
You
yeah,
know
man.
what I can't wait to
And
happen,
oh,
yo?
yep. Nope. Somebody just got a foul, but that ain't him. But go ahead, Dave.
You know what I can't wait to happen, yo? We're in the Big South, and one of their players gets fouled out,
Oh,
and
it's
their
gonna be
whole team is
lit.
gonna be looking at you.
Yo, I tell you, I never forget when we was on campus. You might have been gone by then, but at one point we was top 25 toughest places to play because we were so
No,
lit.
we still are. We
I,
still are.
yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen any
It's like
rankings.
they ranked us. They ranked Corbett Center as like the 17th most toughest
Yeah,
place to
it
play
was
in
top
the
25.
world.
Yeah, it's top 25 places to play, and this was back in the day. This is like 2000, early 2000. So it was crazy, man. A&T is lit. It's dope. But anyway, shout out to A&T. We destroying Central right now on national treat. Yeah, in basketball. Uh,
Yes, in
in
basketball,
basketball, we used to be lit. But yeah,
because it's about the atmosphere of the game, man. Like
yeah.
the atmosphere in the game has always been a problem. Even when we were terrible, folks still went to the game because you had the band there. Now they got a DJ in there
They got a
now.
DJ in there right now. Yeah,
Yeah, like it's a different type of atmosphere. Because the band was getting lit when I was there.
yeah. We were
They
tough,
were getting
man.
it in, man.
We were tough. But yeah, I'm just trying to see
Southern ain't the
somebody foul.
toughest. Get out of here with that. Y'all band alright though. I ain't gonna front. Y'all
No,
band pretty good.
Southern's band is legit. I give
Yeah,
them
yeah,
all the props
yeah.
for that.
They
They
football
deserve all.
team and the athletic programs. Eh,
Shout out to Southern though. Shout out to all HBCUs. But all right, Dave,
yeah.
let's get into it. Before we get
Let's
into
get
the
focused.
particulars, Dave, we gotta go. How was your weekend, bro?
Yo, the weekend was straight, man. It was pretty simple. I was chilling. I had a long weekend. I took Friday off. I did a 4-dayer. I had the day off too.
Oh yeah, y'all do get President's
One
Day off
one
for
of, one
nothing.
of the gigs of being a federal employee. This is my last federal holiday until Memorial Day. So this is what we call the drought. So, but nah, it was cool. It was cool. I I bought tickets to go see Ice Cube. I guess he's at one of the casinos up the street. So I got 3 concerts this week. I got Lauryn Hill, Ice Cube, and De La Soul.
This
So it's
week?
gonna be a good week. This week.
Damn.
I got Lauren tomorrow. I got Ice Cube on Friday. And Saturday is gonna be De La Soul, Diggable Planets, and Camp Low. It's gonna be a pretty good week.
I fuck with Camp Low.
Oh yes.
Oh,
But
nice
anyway,
block.
no, I was good. What about you, man?
Man, me, I was just chilling. I didn't do nothing. Went shopping, a little bit of shopping. I watched some football. I did watch XFL this week. I did watch XFL.
And
I thought it was dope.
and
I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope. But yeah, man, nah, I chill low key weekend. Went shopping. I did not watch the All Star game though. I did not watch the All
I
Star
did watch
game.
the dunk contest.
Oh, I did watch. I watched the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon got robbed. I watched the 3-point contest. All that was dope. I just didn't watch the game. I heard all about all the rule changes, but I still wasn't.
Yo,
But
I,
I heard
I
it was good
did
though.
go. I did go, like, when I heard about what went down in the fourth quarter, I did go back and watch the fourth quarter. That was pretty intense.
I didn't watch none of it.
Yo, man, that was pretty intense.
Yeah.
Cause they you know what the new rules are, right?
Yeah, I heard about the new rules. I heard about everything,
Yeah, man,
but I
that
still
was
I still didn't watch it. But I heard it was good
that
though.
that fourth quarter was intense. Like, that would be the reason to watch it. Period. Maybe they should make the whole game that versus the way they had it. Because the way they had it was like after the third quarter, this is what the score is. First to 157, game's over, regardless how long it takes.
Yeah.
So if it took like 5 minutes, then that was that. If it took like 30 minutes, then that was that. So it was pretty dope. I was impressed. That fourth quarter was phenomenal. They played hard. They wanted it, and it was a close game.
Yeah, but I did watch some XFL. And yeah, the dunk contest was really good. That's probably the best dunk contest I've seen in a long time.
Yeah,
Aaron Gordon got robbed. Uh, that
he
one
did get
hand
robbed.
that one handed 360 cradle he did was crazy, yo. That's the best dunk I think I've ever seen. That joint was crazy. That joint was crazy.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
there was some
Two
good
people
creative
got four,
dunks.
Dave.
Who?
Two people got 4 fouls, Dave. Two people got 4 fouls, B. It might happen. I'm watching you. I think they both went to the bench though. I got my eye on the
Nah,
game, and I will unmute my audio as soon as it happens to see if they still do it. Oh, he swatted that shit. But yeah, man. But yo, Dave. Speaking of weekends, I put this in the group me. Shout out to all my chat cats in the group me. Y'all be holding it down. Although I know I've been quiet in that joint lately. Y'all be holding it down. But Dave, bro, we gotta talk about this, man. We gotta talk about this. Uh, so I just, I was in Walmart doing a little bit of shopping, Dave, and I just happened to glimpse off into the sports section. Dave, why is the Panthers paraphernalia on clearance, B? They got us on clearance, B.
they changed the contracts.
It was NFL apparel though. NFL apparel. I caught both shirts by the way, and they had a whole.
Is it Nike? Were they Nikes?
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's got the hologram, NFL hologram. It's
So it's approved.
it's approved apparel, B, on clearance at Walmart. Dave, and you know what? You know what was full price? This is official apparel. I got it on. It's got the hologram. You see the hologram right? The NFL. It's official joint. This is not. This is a nice shirt too. I got one on. This is a nice shirt. A nice shirt, B. It's a nice shirt. But anyway, $9, fam. $9, my G. And guess what was full price? Guess what full price, Dave? The Hornets. The Hornets
But they're,
items.
they're in season.
It
They're in
don't
season
matter,
now.
Dave. They are trash. They stuff will always be on clearance. I think they have relegated us. That's how bad. This is just the outlook on our season, B. This is the outlook on our season. They got us all on clearance, B. Not cool. Not cool, man. Not cool. But it's just funny. It's just funny. So I did
That's what it come
cop
down to, man.
I did cop both shirts. I copped both shirts, $9 a piece. Check it if you're in the Charlotte area, South Carolina, North Carolina. Check your local Walmart. You might have some Panthers gear on sale. I thought this was a dope shirt. I picked one up. It's nice. But yeah, man. But I just thought that was very interesting. I thought that was very interesting how the Panthers gear was on sale.
I should go check and see if there's any Patriots gear on clearance at Walmart, man.
There won't be.
It might be. You'd be surprised.
There won't be.
Because you see, like even though they didn't go to the Super Bowl, so that's like a down year for them. I ain't seen too much Patriots gear since they've gotten since
Wait,
they
that's
got
because they got bandwagoners.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them.
Ah,
And the kids don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. They don't know what losing looks like.
that's
They don't know
funny.
what to do up here.
That's funny.
But it'd be interesting. That's hilarious. That was crazy when you told me that, man.
Yeah, clearance, B. Clearance. But
And
yeah,
the
man.
T-shirts are more expensive. That's
And
hilarious.
t-shirts. If I guarantee you go to Greensboro right now, you'll find a more expensive and t-shirt than you would Panthers gear right now, which is sad. All right, but I just thought that was interesting. I thought I'd share just in case you happen to be a Panthers fan locally. Go to Walmart, check it out. I think Tony just said that the Walmart in Rock Hill it was the same deal. So if you happen to go by there, go pick you up a $9 shirt. But yeah, man, I just thought that was interesting. Yo, A&T tripping right now.
Yeah, man. They closing it. Central's closing that lead. It's still we're still up 16, but you know.
They tripping. All right. Anyway, moving on. Dave, let's talk about the XFL real quick. XFL action. XFL. So I did watch some XFL. I checked in on my Roughnecks. Pause. I watched the game. They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
That was a pretty good game.
It was a pretty good game. It was a very good game. Very entertaining. I like the pace. I like what I saw. It was good. I like the some of the play calling I saw. But let's talk about this. And I think you guys were trying to alert me to this last week. But I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't watching no XFL. But for those that were, I believe were trying to point me in this direction. The dude PJ Walker, the guy,
for real, yo.
he's legit. But do you know the connection, Dave?
Yeah, I talked to you about it last week.
Okay,
Yep.
I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page. Rule.
Rule coached him at Temple.
Yes, Rule recruited him, not just coached him. He recruited him to go to Temple, and he was pretty good. Put up some solid numbers. So I'm just saying, don't be surprised if the man gets a look to come to the Panthers. And why not? Why not, Dave? I mean, listen. If Cam Newton's not going to be around, I will give this man a shot over a Kyle Allen or a Will Greer at this point. So at least give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? See what happens.
But I have a very more dire question for you because it's very important, and we need to make sure we get this cleared up beforehand so there's no confusion.
What's that?
What is Chris going to do if we sign this guy?
What is Chris? What is Chris?
Chris from the chat, man.
Oh, from the chat. Oh, yeah.
What is Chris gonna do?
I don't know, man.
What
is
he gonna do?
I don't know. And listen, I agree.
But you never know, man.
Marcus,
I
agree.
PJ Walker.
Oh, go ahead.
If PJ Walker keeps balling, he's gonna get a shot somewhere in the NFL. That's just how it's gonna.
I mean, he did get. He got a shot with the Colts. He came off the Colts practice squad, so he has some experience. And listen, I'm not saying that this dude is gonna be the next Russell Wilson. Okay, I'm not saying this dude's the next Lamar. This is the XFL at the end of the day. It's a step down. It's amateur football. But what I'm saying is, why not at this point? Why not give this man a shot? If Cam Newton goes away, if this is a tankable season, why not at this point? Give him a shot. See what happens. That's all I'm saying. I agree. It is the XFL. I 100% agree. But listen, at the end of the day, you could strike gold there, and you never know. That's all I'm saying.
There was some people forget there was some decent players that came out of the XFL the first go round after that first season. We had a Super Bowl kick returner on our team.
He hate me.
That came from the XFL. He hate me. We
That's
love
right.
you.
Ross Smart. Yep.
Yes, sir. So and I mean, there was other folks too, like Tommy Maddox. There was a couple other folks that did all right going into the league for a couple of years. So let's not. I mean, there's going to be a couple. I didn't say there's going to be like 100 of them, but there'll be a few that's going to get their opportunity and actually do some damage.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all pro, but they might do some damage.
Yeah, man.
So
But yeah, you never know. You never know. And listen, all I'm saying is in this climate that we're in, and if Cam Newton doesn't come back healthy, they trade him. All I'm saying is why not? Why not? That's all I'm saying. So, just wanted to point that out. I know you guys were trying to alert me to this last week. But who was that? I'm trying to see. 34. Okay, that wasn't him. 24. I was trying to make sure, Dave. I thought we had one. I thought we had one.
I'm
Um,
starting to get freaking nervous about the
yeah,
dang on
yeah.
the
They
league,
tripping.
man.
They tripping, bro. They tighten up on defense. They turning us over. But anyway. But yeah, man. You never know what happens. Give them a shot. And thank you guys for alerting me to that last week. I just I had to see it for myself. But he is good for the XFL. He's very good. Um,
Nah, he's legit. XFL wise, he's legit.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And listen, Rule has brought in all his other people, all his other flunkies. Why not one more? Why not one more? Okay? That's all I'm saying. All right. So Ron Rivera, Dave. Ron Rivera came back, did a little yard sale. I wish I would have known because I would have went. I had no idea. And listen, I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I don't know what's going on. Um,
You there, man?
I am there. He came back to the crib and did a yard sale. He raised $30,000 for the Humane Society of Charlotte. I guess that's what the dogs, the pet shelters or whatever. Um,
Yeah, I believe so.
yeah. So shout out to him for coming back and doing that because he didn't have to do that. I guess one last hurrah. They said three. Noli said 3,000 people showed up. He's hey, listen, fam. I don't. Tony selling was all on Twitter. I checked out, man. I don't listen. I ain't even been on social media lately. I ain't had time. I told you I've been busy, so I don't know what's going on. Noli saying the line was OD. So did y'all get something? Tony went. Did you get something? I know they had. I know they. This is some of the stuff they had. Looks like I see some shoes. I see some pouches, some of the clear pouches, some shorts like Greg Olsen shorts. That would have been dope to get. Greg Olsen shorts there, practice shorts. Um, so he got Tony said he got a personalized signature on a brand new hat. Yeah, man. I know. I knew you was out there getting autographs, B.
Nah,
Um,
it was cool for Ron to do that out there,
it
man.
was dope.
I know
One,
my feed just went away for like 30 seconds, but we good.
my bad.
But nah, it was cool, man. You know, he gave a lot of stuff away. I mean, there was a lot of stuff to sell. Um, so nah, it was dope. People forget, man. Ron had an impact to the city.
Yeah, he did. Ron, everybody loved Ron, man. Ron was a good dude.
You
He was a good dude, man.
know,
Shout out to him. And shout out to him for donating all that. The, I mean, it wasn't like he was gonna use his stuff again. So, good for him for donating to the funds, the proceeds to a good cause, because he's got all Redskin gear now. So, that is dope. So, shout out to Ron Rivera, and we're gonna move on. One last hurrah for Ron, and good luck to all his future endeavors up in Washington D.C. All right. Speaking of Washington D.C., Dave, one of
oh
our
yeah,
good
man. He's already
buddies,
putting in some work.
one of our good buddies, Josh Norman has been cut by the Washington Redskins, Dave, and it makes you wonder. Why? You thought the marriage was gonna happen again. Ron going back, or excuse me, Ron going to Washington. The Norman, you think he would get his old swag back. Didn't quite happen. Didn't get enough time
Nope.
to make that happen. I think they saved what 12, 13, something, an exorbitant amount of money to cut him. I would have did it
Mm-hmm.
anyway. Um, but yeah, Dave. Any thoughts on Josh Norman, and would you like to see this man back in the Panthers uniform,
He's gonna come back, and he's gonna come back cheap. He ain't gonna be making what he made in Washington. I'll tell you that.
bro? Them days are over. He shouldn't. Well, I'll keep my mouth shut on
At
that,
a minimum, he'll have veteran presence because he's a vet now.
bro.
He'll have more additional veteran presence. I don't know if he would start. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he would start. He probably will start. I don't know. I mean, he could be insurance if Bradbury walks.
But Josh is also old as hell too.
He is. I
Josh
didn't
got to be like
say
33 by now, I think.
yeah, but I ain't say he
Let
was
me
a
see.
solution to the problem. I'm just saying he could be the band-aid. He'll come in cheap. He'll be cheaper than Bradbury.
He would be cheaper than Bradbury.
I
He's
ain't gonna say he's
32.
gonna play better than Bradbury,
He's 32 right
but
now.
at least you'll have that veteran presence. He might be done.
Nah,
Done done.
he not done. He not done. Corners play. Oh, look at Talib, bro.
Dude,
Corners
he
can go
got
old.
murdered in Washington.
Yeah, he was trash, but I'm just saying he was trash. But I don't think he's done.
Like
I don't think he's done. He got his bag. He got his bag.
dude was out here doing the running of the bulls, jumping over bulls. Like he's living his best life. He got the bag. He can come back cheap. He would definitely be like a he would be a he would be a band-aid for Bradbury if Bradbury leaves.
Agreed. Agreed.
That's what it boils down
I
to.
think given the right situation, corners can play old though. If you playing zone, you're not chasing somebody around. Given the right responsibilities, he can play old. He can play old. So I'm not concerned about that. But listen, I don't care at this point. I told y'all I'm not.
I still got my 24 too, man.
I got it
I
too.
could bring it. I could bring it out if he
I'm
comes back.
I'm not down to sign anybody. So if he come back on a 1 year deal, it better be super cheap, like dumb cheap, like vet
He's gonna
minimum
be
cheap.
cheap because he can't ask for what he was making in Washington. He can't.
No, of course not. I'd argue that he shouldn't have got what he got in Washington. I mean, I don't blame him for getting that. But
Nah, he got to get the bag.
If I'm Washington, if I'm GM, I'm not paying Josh Norman that much money. Sorry, not gonna do it.
And
Um,
that's why he got cut. GM Ron cut that cord quick. He was like, Josh makes what?
yeah,
And that was that.
Josh got paid. Shout out to Josh though. He got his bag. Mission accomplished. Especially at his age. But all right, let's move on. I just wanted to point this out. Josh coming back, or could potentially come back. Excuse me, not a done deal. I don't even know what Phil Snow's system is, so I couldn't tell you whether we're going to cover two. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, Dave. So it's all up in the air, right now. All right, moving on. All right, Dave. Some big news, not big news. Some Cam Newton news. Um, David Tepper came out and spoke. They put a mic to his mouth, paused, and said, "Hey, what's the deal with Cam Newton?" Asked him 13,000 times. And I don't know what the big uproar is about what he said. Dave, did you hear about what he said?
I didn't. Oh, he said something to the effect of, if he's healthy, he'll be back here. So that pretty much gives the indication that I don't think he has any interest in him coming back here unless he's healthy.
I mean,
That's
but that's what he's been saying that though. He's
but I guess now that it's getting closer, March he should be ready. So now it's like it's prime time. Like now them words are serious because he's been consistent the whole way. He pretty much said if Cam's healthy, he wants him on the team, and he's kept that way. Like, but it made it sound like I guess now they're creating it where it's like, all right, if he ain't healthy, he probably won't be on the squad.
But that's
But
what
he's gonna be back.
he's been saying that. Like that's been his message the entire offseason. I don't understand why it's such a big deal. And listen,
It's getting closer.
it is, and
It's getting closer.
it is. But I got the Bleacher Report alert today where it said that they're asking or they're trying to see if they're expecting Cam to be healthy in March. If I'm not, according to my calculations, when he got the surgery, it was it's a 6 month recovery period, and according to my calculations, March isn't 6 months. Um, so I think it's like a couple months earlier than what he's predicted to be healthy. So they're expecting him to be. They're expecting him to come back and perform.
6 weeks, he said. No, he said 6 weeks, not six
I
months.
thought it was 6 months.
Nah, 6 weeks.
Okay, I thought it was 6 months. I could
Six
be.
months is a done deal that he's gonna be on our roster. Six
No, no, no.
weeks.
From the time of surgery. From the time of
Yeah,
surgery.
6 weeks.
Okay. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. My bad. I might have read that wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But anyway, okay, it's weeks. My bad. My bad. Um, so if it's on the right timeline, they want him to come back. They want him to perform. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Listen, I have zero expectations. I'm fully prepared for us to move on from Cam Newton and trade him. I think this is a dog and pony show that they're gonna roll him out, and I think they're gonna try to get something for him, which I think is the best move. To be honest with you, um, so uh, there, I don't know. I'm on the fence, Dave. What do you think? What do you think, Dave?
If he's healthy, he's going to be starting for us, dude. They're not going to trade him because at this point, it ain't worth it. If like Marcus said, the fourth round is what it's looking like. It ain't worth it for the fourth round pick. You'll get a third round pick, letting him go to free agency the following year off a comp pick. So
Yeah.
you might as well just
I
wait on
think,
that.
but if he's healthy though, if he's healthy, I think he'll. If they're gonna do a little combine, little workout thing for him, I think that's part of the dog and pony show to prove that he's healthy, so that he's gonna be worth. Somebody's gonna give up more if he comes out and he shows he's healthy. Somebody's gonna give up more than that. Probably a second, maybe even a late. I don't know. I'm not gonna, but a second probably, a second at minimum, and probably another pick, for Cam.
Now you can't cut Cam because then you don't get a comp pick, Slim. You can't cut him. Cutting him is not an option. Either we're trading him
Yeah,
or he's
nah.
playing out
I
the
wouldn't
year.
I wouldn't cut him either. He's got to be traded. If you're gonna rebuild, the proper way to rebuild is to trade him. And you just kind of get what you can get. Ideally, it'd be a second round pick, but you got to trade him. But I do think that workout is a dog and pony show to prove to that everybody else that he's healthy. Um, but yeah, man. So apparently he's gonna be healthy by March, and they expect him to be healthy. But again, dog and pony show. Dog and pony show. But any more thoughts on Cam Day? I know we've been talking about Cam like for weeks now, so I don't want to sit here and rehash the same things. But um, any more thoughts?
Nah, I'm good on I'm good on camera for now, man. We gotta wait and see at this point and see how his recovery goes. Everything else at this point is straight speculation.
Yep. All right, let's move on. All right, so Dave, this is the money time, okay? I wanted us to talk about the running back position. I wanted us to look at some contracts and see what the hell we should do because it kind of correlates and kind of ebbs and flows with the Cam Newton conversation, in my opinion. But there's been a lot of speculation. I've seen a lot of things out there about trading them, not trading them. Yeah, about trade. Excuse me, trading Christian McCaffrey, extending Christian McCaffrey. He's gonna hold out. Blase, blase, blah. Okay. So my thing is this. Let's take a look at some other contracts. Let's take a look at the recent running backs that got paid. Let's see how they're working out, and see what's going what we should do. Because I don't think this is cut and dry as it is being thought of by some folks. But we'll see what happens. Let's talk about it. All right. So let's take a look at some prior running backs and see what's going on. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Um. So right now, Dave, I have on the screen. I'll wait for you to so you can see it. Right now, I have the top. I think this is the top 10 running backs for average salary. Okay, average salary, top 10 running backs. You got Zeke averaging 15 million a year. Todd Gurley averaging 14 million a year. Excuse me. Le'Veon Bell averaging 13 million a year. David Johnson averaging 13 million a year. Devontae Freeman 8 million. Saquon Barkley 7 million, which is impressive because that's a rookie contract. Jerick McKinnon 7 million. Leonard Fournette almost 7 million. Lamar Miller 6.5 million, and Duke Johnson. Texans up there with two running backs.
That's
Uh,
wild, man.
yeah,
They're trying to be like Carolina
two
a
top ten,
decade ago.
two top ten running backs, contract wise. Okay, So just wanted you to kind of level set where we are. Those are the top running backs. And Dave, if you want to go back and look, there's I would if you Dave, if you pull up the top running back stacks, the leading rushers in the league, Dave.
It's Chubb,
How many guys are? Give me the top 10. How many guys do you see on that list? Does it correlate?
Zeke. Zeke is on that list. And that's it, really.
Yeah, it
Oh,
ain't pretty.
Fournette's on that list.
It ain't pretty, Dave.
No, like I'm not, and I'm not looking it
No,
up.
I
I'm
know.
just going off of
I'm just
my
saying.
fantasy.
I'm just saying.
It's Zeke.
Sometimes
It's Zeke and Fournette. There's nobody else that's 10. Top 10.
I'm just saying it ain't pretty, bro. It ain't pretty up here. Okay, it's not pretty when it comes to.
Lev might be in the 10, but that's
Nah,
pushing it,
he's not. I don't think he
and
is.
he's not. I know Gurley ain't. David Johnson ain't.
Nope.
Freeman ain't.
Let's
Barkley ain't. Barkley might. Nah, he ain't.
I'm just
He's a
saying.
rookie.
Just
He's a
matter of
rookie
fact,
deal.
Dave. Let's extrapolate that even further, Dave. How many playoff teams do you see there? How many playoff teams do you see with the top 10 paid running back?
2.
And the one of them ain't even play.
Yeah, McKinnon didn't play like that. And then the other 2 are the Texans. So 3. 3 running backs, but 2 on one team, and then the 49ers.
Yeah.
Everybody else that made the playoffs.
Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there. All right. So yeah, all right. Let's dive into it. Oops. Oh, my bad. Let's dive into it a little bit
No,
further.
McKinnon's played. McKinnon played this year. He played this year.
Do you sure about that? I don't think he played.
Am I getting confused with somebody else?
You thinking about Coleman? They got
Oh,
Coleman
you're
too.
right. I
McKinnon
am.
McKinnon didn't play a snap.
You're right. He hasn't. Wow.
We'll talk about.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad. All right, so let's talk about Zeke. Let's talk about Zeke for a second. Zeke got paid last year. Um, Again, I think it was at what 15 million on average, 15 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking a look at the stats after he got paid, the production dropped down just a tad, just a tad. He had fewer bigger plays this season. And if you want to really dive into the numbers, and this is just facts. Don't shoot the messenger, okay? This is just facts. And it's a smaller sample size to be completely transparent. But the Cowboys were actually slightly more efficient with Tony Pollard on the field. With Tony Pollard on the field, they were slightly more efficient. I think it was like if you extrapolate those numbers out, it was like an extra 2.9 points when he was on the field. So listen, again, very small sample size, but you gotta wonder, especially with them, what could have been, if they not paid Zeke. You know what I'm saying? What were their options? So
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a crazy stat. I'm gonna ask you something, man.
go ahead, Dave.
You know who's the 6th leading rusher in the NFL this
Who's
year?
that? Who's that, Dave?
Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, well,
The
I
dude
knew
with
that. I
1,200
exclude I
yards.
I excluded him. We knew that, Dave. We
No,
knew
but
that.
I was right about the 2 though. I was right about the 2.
All right. Yeah. So, just putting it
No
out
foul
there.
outs. I'm disappointed.
No, I saw that too. The game just ended. No foul outs.
Yeah, the game
Uh,
no fouls. Sorry.
Dang, man. I want to see somebody. I want to see A&T get loose, but it's all right. It's all good. All right, now I can focus. All right, so yeah, Zeke. Again, production slightly down, and then there's some, with if Dak is going to be a quarterback, there was some rumblings out there that hey, Zeke made Dak, he does make Dak's job easier, but there's a wonder if Dak can do it without all that Zeke production. You know what I'm saying? And then you just dumped all that money into Zeke. I don't. It's give or take.
And you still got to pay Amari Cooper if you're gonna pay him.
Oh, yeah, I think Coop is free agent now, and then they still got to play Dak. So they got to figure. They got some things to figure out. They got to figure it out. Okay, they got to figure it out. All right. So just putting that out there. Just putting it out there. Look at the numbers. Slightly down. Moving on to Todd Gurley. Man, what a disappointment. Boy, did he get a bag. He got a bag. And man, because I owned him for fantasy, and I just it's just very disappointing. Disappointed
You
in
wanna know
Todd
what the
Gurley.
funny thing is?
Go ahead.
The one fantasy league I won, he was on my roster.
Yeah, I won.
He
I
was my
won with.
RB1.
I won with him on my. He wasn't my RB1, but I won with him.
He was my RB1.
So this is just taking into account, this dude always had a knee problem since Georgia. This isn't anything new. They gave him the bag regardless. Um, and so, I mean, shout out to him though. He got hurt when he got hurt. The Super Bowl year, they got C.J. Anderson off the street, and then right there, C.J. Anderson kind of mimicked that production. Pretty much that scheme was plug and play until this year, obviously, because their offensive line got gutted, and after their offensive line got gutted, they won nothing essentially. They were nothing. I mean, this it proves that your offensive line has to be good. You have to have a good offensive line. It goes back to Zeke too. Zeke has a great offensive line. You put Zeke behind some of these lower tier offensive lines, you wonder if his production won't be the same. Okay, so they signed C.J. Anderson off the street. And even when Gurley came back, CJ was still getting a little bit of work. They got the timeshare, and now this year again the offensive line is struggling. He's got the knee issue. They're kind of put him on a snap count, but then this dude's got the bag. He already got the bag. They paid him, and then you put him into this. You're limiting his snaps. I mean, when you pay a guy, if you look at his 2017 year, you paid a guy in 2018 year, that's the kind of production you want. You want the 1,300 yards. You want the 700 yards receiving. You want the 2,000 all-purpose. That's what they paid him to do. But now you look at that production, 800 yards, 207
200 receiving.
receiving. I
Jesus,
mean,
man.
yeah, that sucks. That sucks, man. That you don't want to get locked into that. You don't want to get locked into that, and you just never know. You just never know what happens. His
Gurley might be the Matt Khalil of running backs.
mm, But again, it's not all on Gurley either because that I'm telling you the offensive line was not
No,
good.
I get that, but I'm just looking at how like he ran for 1,100, then he took a little dip, then he went off, got paid. He didn't get paid to 2018, right?
Yeah, I think 2018 was when he got paid.
All right, so then he
I
he
think
finally turns around again, got that paper, and became trash again. That's the Matt
they
Khalil
they
formula
they
right there.
saying you bugging because Matt Khalil was never good at his job.
No, he was a Pro
He
Bowler.
did make the Pro Bowl, but you know how that
What do
goes.
you mean?
You know how that
Now,
goes.
granted, we've seen more bad than good of Mr. Khalil. That man made the Pro Bowl.
Did we? I never saw good. B.
He had to be good to make the Pro Bowl.
I didn't see it. I'm not saying it
As a
wasn't.
tackle,
I'm just saying I did not see it.
unless we had all them ding, and there must be a lot of injuries at tackle when he made it.
Yeah. Yeah,
All he
that
needed was
that
one
could that
year.
could be true too. That could be true too. But that goes to show. I mean, I'm not talking. This doesn't go to Gurley, but sometimes all it goes to guys like Josh Norman. When you have that one breakout year on that contract year, that's really all it takes. If your
It's payday
breakout year
time.
is on that contract, I hate doing that. I hate paying guys when they have a full sample size, but yet that one year, that contract year they ball out. I hate paying guys off of that. Give me a full sample set. Give me 2 years. Give me 3 years of production. Give me a sample size to look at, so we can validate what we're paying you. But yeah, Le'Veon Bell. I mean, excuse me, Le'Veon Bell's next. But Gurley, this is just the second leading in excuse me, the second highest paid running back in the league based on average per year, and his production is not matching that. And I don't think that it ever will. I mean, he was supposed to be healthy. He was healthy this year supposedly. I mean,
I
there
don't
was
know.
no
Stop,
limitations.
man.
Was it? I mean, I don't know. They said
Nah, he
You think
was
he was on a snap
dude.
count, Dave? But I think they
Dude,
kind of
like
let loose at the end of the season, though. At the
they
end of the
did.
season, he was getting all the
Like
carries.
yeah, but when you look at like his receptions dropped significantly, his carry. This is the lowest carries he's ever had in his career.
Yeah.
So like, he hasn't played a full season. Well, he played a full season in 2016, and it was terrible. So he might not be built to be playing 16 games. When you sit down and look at the numbers and the stat sheet, the dude's had this is the least carries he's had in his career, and the least receptions he had in his career,
Well, so
other
just
than
to,
his
just
rookie
address
year.
just addressing what Slim said is, he said that he had a nice run and they knew it. And when they drafted Darnell
Daryl
Henderson,
Henderson, man,
yeah, but at the same time, it's counterproductive. You just paid this man all this money. You're locked in. You can't let
and
him.
you still have Malcolm Brown on the bench too.
You like that's just stupid. If they knew that that was the plan, they're dumb because they paid him all that money. If that was the case, why pay him if they knew? Why even pay the man? So
They
I
just
mean
got him.
that was poor planning if that was the case. Poor planning on their part. So but yeah, no, I agree. So let's talk about it. So Dave, that's one. I think that's one bad contract. We can do you think that the Zeke contract is fair? You like his contract? You like what they got going on over
No,
there? You wouldn't have paid Zeke that much.
no, not 15 million a year.
Okay, I'm just getting it
No,
on. Okay,
no,
all right.
because
Let's
you want to talk about somebody that's dependent on a line. That's him. Let's not, let's not, let's not act like Dallas's offensive line wasn't all
It
pro.
is good.
Let's
No,
not.
the offensive line is great. That's why I said it. The offensive line is good.
Oh man, nah, he don't not 15 mil. No sir,
All right,
I will not.
I'm just making sure. I'm just trying to check the kind of energy we on right now because
Oh no, we
this is
good.
gonna come back.
Not 15
We're gonna
mil.
circle around and make this thing come back to Christian McCaffrey at some point.
Like
But
Dallas was correct. Like I had fantasy implications, but Dallas was correct for holding that guy for holding off and paying him because they know.
but I
But they gotta
think
pay Dak.
I think Zeke. But I credit all running backs for doing it because the running back position is such a short lifespan. You got to get your money. So
No, no,
I
I'm
don't
not
blame the
mad
running
at Zeke
backs.
for getting his
I'm
bag.
yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just putting my where I'm just putting a stamp on my position. I don't disagree with any running back trying to get paid. Now, me as a GM, that's another discussion. Am I gonna pay him? We got to talk about that. And I just want to make sure that's where we stand. That's all I'm saying. But all right. So just make sure we're on the same page. Let's talk about the next guy, Le'Veon Bell, Dave. Le'Veon
Lev
Bell.
Bell.
So Pittsburgh, they held their ground. They say you pay the position, B. Pay the position, not the player. Okay, that's Pittsburgh's standpoint. That's why they let him walk. And he went to the Jets, sat a year out, went to the Jets, and boy was that terrible. He was not good. And it might not. It's not all him. I'm not saying this is all on him. It's a coaching, offensive
About to
line.
get this comp pick. I
But
wonder what
boy,
type of comp pick Pittsburgh gonna get for that.
I don't know.
Probably get a third. You might get a third round out of that.
But boy was this experiment not good. Okay, not good. A terrible offensive line. Coach that don't even seem like he want him. He averaged 3.2 yards a carry, and did not top 70 yards rushing or receiving one time this year. He did not top that one. This is Le'Veon Bell we talking about, Dave. You see those numbers? Those Pittsburgh numbers?
Huh?
We talking about Lev Bell, B, the guy that want to be paid like a receiver. Didn't top 70 yards rushing or receiving all year. And this is what I'm saying, Dave. This we talk about offensive line, we talk about coaching. Offensive coordination matters when it comes to running backs. It matters. This the play.
But he had Adam Gase,
I'm just
offensive guru.
I'm just
Adam Gase,
I'm just telling you, Dave. 70, excuse me. 70 is what I said.
70
70.
yards.
70 yards. 70 yards per year. Sorry if I didn't enunciate properly. 70 yards rushing or receiving in one game this year. for Le'Veon. But okay, um, but listen, offensive coordination matters. How a guy's used, it matters when it comes to paying these dudes. You got to know who's coordinating, who's running the show, who's calling the plays, who's getting these guys involved. Offensive line, it matters. Okay, all that stuff matters. You get all that stuff in place, um, and everything works out. In this case, it didn't work out for Le'Veon Bell, and it seems like Lev is just happy with the bag. Okay, he's happy with the bag he got. He held out as long as he could. Didn't get his receiver money, but I applaud him for trying. I applaud him for trying. Dave, would you have paid Le'Veon Bell if you were the Jets? Would you have given that bag?
Nah, but I think I think he regrets. Well, I don't know if he regrets not playing because now he's in a mess. He probably should have played that year in
Nah,
Pittsburgh.
he not in a financial mess. That's what he's not in, Dave, because he got a bag.
He's not. But I think he could have potentially got more if he would have executed and played for Pittsburgh. Because he didn't get nearly as much as what he wanted. Because he wanted to be paid as a top 5 running back and a top 5 wide receiver.
Facts.
And not or.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is that's dangerous. Christian McCaffrey is the type of guy that would try to leverage that type of salary, especially with his receiving skills.
Hold on to it, Dave. Hold it, Dave. We'll get there. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Let's get into the next. So do you agree this is a bad contract?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're all bad contracts.
I'm just making. I'm just level setting, Dave. I'm level setting is what I'm doing. Just follow me, okay? Follow me. All right.
I'm following you, man.
David Johnson, okay? David Johnson. Listen, the man got a bag, okay? He had a.
No, he did get the bag.
He got a bag.
My fantasy team twice.
2006.
Twice.
2016. Listen. He was the MVP candidate. All of y'all would have said, "Get this man the bag." All of y'all said it. All of y'all said
he should have got. Yeah, he should get it. Yeah, well, absolutely should have gotten the bag.
2017 suited up 46 snaps. Went down, had the wrist injury. Okay.
Don't remind me. I'm having a flashback.
Then in the final year of his rookie deal, Dave, what happened? Todd Gurley got paid, and then what happened, Dave? David Johnson got paid immediately after. Okay. Soon thereafter, David Johnson got a 3-year extension worth $24.7 million in guarantees. Listen, and he only had one productive year. He got that one productive year, and then they gave him the bag. Okay, that's what I be talking about. And it hasn't gone well. It hasn't gone well, dude. Dave, it doesn't go for you. It doesn't go well for you, Dave.
2018 wasn't too bad, but not the money he was getting.
No.
And he lost his job last year.
He lost his job. He averaged 3.7 yards a carry, and then lost his job to Kenyon Drake.
God, man, I hate Kenyon Drake. I do, man. And when you have him, he's trash. I get rid of him. He balls.
And and not only that, Chase Edmonds was nice too before he got hurt.
Yeah, he was.
Kenyon Drake only got the job because Chase Edmonds got hurt too. Both of them got hurt. That's why Kenyon Drake came in. Because I had Edmonds. I followed the train. But listen, but nowadays, guess what? They still owe Mr. Johnson $10.2 million in 2020.
And they can't cut him.
His contract is bad. They cannot cut him. And Dave, guess what? guess what, Dave? So they'll owe $10.2 million, and once he gets that $10.2 million, it triggers an additional $2.1 million in guarantees for 2021. That's where the $12 million comes from. You got to pay the man. If you want to cut him, you got to take that L. And then the way the CBA is now, you have to eat all the dead money in 1 year. There's no more June 1 cuts to where you can split that up. You have to eat that joint. So it makes it very critical unless the new CBA comes in and they change the rule. That's all. That could be all. That could very well happen. But as of right now, you cut a guy, you have to eat that money in the same year. It's not good. So David Johnson is uncuttable right now. He's not cuttable. He's going to be on the roster, and I think Kenyon Drake is also he's a free agent, so they got to figure out what they're gonna do. And but I'm just telling you, just showing you what can happen with some of these running back contracts. Okay, all right. Um, and then last but any more thoughts on David Mr. Johnson?
Nah, man. My man got the bag. I took a nap, yo. Good for him. Who's next?
Next up, Dave, our NFC South brethren,
Devonta Freeman.
Devonta Freeman. Yes, he is a top 5 paid running back in the league right now. And listen, he rode that Kyle Shanahan train till the wheels fell off, B. If you ride with Shanahan, you're gonna get paid, B. That's just what happens. Look what's happening over there with Mustard and all those other running backs over there. You ride with Shanahan, you're gonna get paid, okay? And that's what happened with Mr. Freeman. He was the primary back in Shanahan's offense, which that's print money at this point, okay? He racked up 3,000 some change yards of from yards from scrimmage in 2 seasons, 31 touchdowns. They locked him up, gave him a bag, 17 million in guarantees, and just over 22 million in 2017 through 2019. And that man has missed 17 games in the past 3 seasons. Okay, they gave him the bag. Excuse me, they gave him the bag. They gave him the bag. Okay.
Oh man.
So listen,
What year did they pay him?
he got
2016.
he got paid. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Because I only see like pretty much.
He
Well,
got a bag, B. Whenever the year I think when Shanahan left.
Oh, so that's 2016 is when they blew that lead. So after the 2016 season. Yeah, oh man, poor Atlanta. No, I'm not gonna say poor Atlanta for them.
He got his
I wonder how
bag.
much Derrick Henry's gonna get. Derrick Henry about to get this bag, yo. We got paid in 2017.
Yeah,
ugly.
2017. That's when he got his bag.
Uh, yeah.
Undrafted free agent and excuse me, unrestricted free agent in 2023. So if they cut him,
You gotta eat all that money.
they got to eat about if they cut him this year, they got to eat about 6 million in cap.
Oof.
Yeah, Cats is getting stuck with these deals, B. Getting stuck. Okay. So I just wanted to put that out there. There's a couple honorable mentions. We talked about McKinnon earlier. Jack McKinnon when the 49ers signed him. That was a terrible contract off the rip. But he never played a snap. Pocketed 16 mil off the rip. Never played a snap. Got 16 million in guaranteed money off the rip, B. And they've been doing just fine with Mustard and company. Breida, Mustard, and Jeff Wilson. And now that they had Tevin Coleman, which they paid. They paid him too. But look at the other guys that are producing under Shanahan. So it's good, which makes no sense. Okay, as good as if you trust your head coach and you know how good he is with running backs, why the hell would you pay a running back? You with Shanahan, he should just be able to put somebody back there, and it seems to work. So why, if you know your guy's that good with running backs, why pay 2? Why pay 1? Better yet, 2. It just doesn't make any sense.
It's funny because even his dad, like Shanahan's, like Mike Shanahan, like other than TD, he never really paid a guy. Because whoever he put behind there ran for 1,000 yards.
Yeah, that's just because that it's the system. Again,
It's
it
the
goes
system.
back to my other point. Coordination matters. Coordination matters. They got a great offensive line. They got a good system. And then you just put a guy back there and you can go. Okay, listen, I had to come around to this too. Okay, I was not a believer. After research and just seeing what's going on. I didn't initially think this was the right way to approach it. Okay, either. But listen, that's just the way it is. Okay, it's just the way it is. Okay, moving on real quick. There's a couple other guys. Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon is another guy who held out, tried to hold out into the season, didn't get paid, and they moved right along with Eckler. Okay, Derrick Henry's gonna look to cash in. Um, Again, he comes off the field third downs, kind of limits his value. It's not they do throw him the ball, but again, he's not that every down back like other backs are. So I think that limits his value a little bit. To me, if I'm a GM, to me, it limits your value. When you got to come off the field third down. Okay. Um, Kenyon Drake, another one. He's gonna get paid from somebody. Somebody's gonna pay him. But listen, that 2017 class is coming up as far as paydays, which McCaffrey's in. There's a lot of guys in that class listen. They could change the game back up. It's been a history of guys running backs not getting underpaid and not getting their bags. It's a lot of good running backs in that 2017 class. Okay, a lot of good guys. Um, but any thoughts? Any thoughts on this? Any thoughts on this running back before we circle this back around to go to Christian McCaffrey? Okay, we circling back around to Christian McCaffrey. Given all this information, Dave, that we went over the top five highest paid running back. Christian McCaffrey is expected to eclipse all of those numbers and probably be the highest paid running back by in the league. Dave, are what are you thinking about this?
I don't want to pay him 15 mil a year. I know that.
You don't want
And
to
it's
pay
not
him.
because he's not good. It'll destroy your cap, and you might not get the same production.
I think that the wild card here that nobody's really talking about is hell. We don't know what the hell Mr. Barry's gonna do. We don't know what our offensive coordinator is gonna do.
Yeah.
Brady, excuse me, Joe Brady. We don't know what Brady's gonna do. We don't know what his system's like. We don't know how he's gonna use McCaffrey. We don't know how he's gonna use McCaffrey. Okay, so listen, he could come in. He could run a 2-3 back system. That changes the game right there. It can't because I know when he was the pass game coordinator with LSU. Did he have a lot to do with who's the personnel with the running backs and whatnot in at LSU? I don't know. I don't know. So my thing is this. This is just my opinion. This is how it goes, Dave. So if we keep Cam Newton, extend Cam Newton, I don't think there's any way you can't pay Christian McCaffrey and Cam Newton. You can't. I don't
You
think there's.
can. No, you can.
I don't. No. I
They'll
don't
have
see it.
no offensive. Listen, they'll have no offensive line, and then their defense might be a little bit some shambles. You can pay everybody. The Saints proved that they paid everybody.
They do pay, but it straps them a little bit. But they do make it
It
work.
straps them. Oh, it's gonna catch up to them
Yeah,
real
but
quick.
especially nowadays because you can't backload those contracts. Take that June 1 cut. So it's you gotta be real smart with the way you handing out money now. Unless the new CBA comes in and changes the game. Okay. So what's your thoughts, Dave? Okay, I'll give you two scenarios. We keep Cam Newton. Christian McCaffrey wants 16 million a year. If Derrick Henry gets what he's looking for, best believe Christian McCaffrey's gonna get above what Henry gets. I think there's a world where Christian McCaffrey is gonna be the highest paid receiver. I mean, excuse me,
They're
Floridian slip, highest paid running back in the league.
and receiver. I mean, because he came out. He was a year before Barkley, right?
He was the year before Barkley. Yes,
Yeah.
Barkley got a
His
fully
contract.
Barkley got a fully guaranteed deal.
So my point is that it's imperative that if we're gonna re-sign him, we got to re-sign him before Barkley, because they're gonna probably get him is gonna overpay Barkley.
I
Without
think
a doubt in my mind.
I think Christian McCaffrey is gonna, if he's smart, he would hold out this year. I'm not playing for nothing. And listen, I think what should happen if I think it's inevitable that the Panthers pay Christian McCaffrey. Okay, would I do it? I don't know. I would have to think twice because listen, would have to see how Brady's going to use him. I need to see. There's too many variables that are happening right now. So I'm hoping. If I'm the Panthers, I'm praying Christian McCaffrey comes back, plays under that deal. Because listen, we have to win too. Paying Christian McCaffrey and we not winning is like it. What does that mean? Christian McCaffrey putting up all these numbers and we losing? Like what does that mean? Like what? Like, I just don't. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm really on the fence with playing Christian McCaffrey. Cause listen, his numbers are great, but we're losing. We're losing, people.
Yeah.
We're
And that's
losing.
the dilemma. That's the problem. Because his numbers are good, but we're freaking taking these L's. So, and that's an issue. That's a huge issue. So when you take that into account, it makes it difficult to figure out whether or not to pay him. Because we haven't been winning games with him.
Yeah,
As good as he is,
giving
we haven't been
giving
winning with him.
Christian McCaffrey 2,000 yards per season at all purpose equates to nothing to us. So that's what I'm saying. His production needs to come organically. If his production came organically, I would be all for it. But it's not organic. It's forced, and we're a bad team. So he's getting all the yards. It's just I don't. I'm not seeing it, man. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing. I'm not with paying Christian McCaffrey. I need to see. I need to see more. I need to see what Joe Brady's gonna do. I need to see what Joe Brady's gonna do. I need to see what's going on here because I have a feeling Joe Brady's gonna mix in more running backs. Um,
I think he is too.
so we'll see. We'll see.
I think he is too, man. Like,
Now, now I'll say this. I will say this. If we move on from Cam Newton, I'm probably more inclined to pay Christian McCaffrey at that point. I don't know about 16 million, but I would consider paying him based off what I see from Joe Brady and company and what the other things we're doing with the team. Because at that point, you're not paying a quarterback for that. I would make it correlate with the quarterback contract because I need his deal to expire whenever I need to pay a quarterback. All right. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Um, we'll see. But I don't know. I would consider it at that point. So, all right. So, any more thoughts on Christian McCaffrey, Dave?
I'm good on Christian McCaffrey, man.
All right.
You gonna cut the lines on real quick?
Oh yeah, yeah. I could do that. Hold on, real quick. Real quick. Before I turn the phone lines on. Um, if you want to know what's going on with the Panthers, they're doing a new series called Unmasked. They're going under the hood. They're gonna show some under the cover information. It's gonna go into the off season moves and whatnot. Talk about Luke Kuechly's retirement. Episode 1 airs February 19th. So if you wanna check that out, check it out. All right, just throwing that out there. I saw it on the website. Just putting it up there. All right. So all right, I'm about to open up these phone lines real quick, and then uh y'all can share y'all thoughts. Y'all can share y'all thoughts about the paying these running backs. I did.
Yeah, I'm starting to think, man, it's gonna be a split backfield next year.
We'll see. It's unknown. We don't know. We don't know, B.
I almost want to go back and watch some LSU games to see how they operate.
Oh, they had one back, and he was a beast
Oh well, never mind that.
until he got hurt. Then
But
they
he was
kind
a
of split it
passing
up.
coordinator at
He was
LSU. He
again,
wasn't.
yeah, he was a pass game coordinator. That's the wild card. We don't know.
He was a pass car
We
coordinator.
don't know.
So
We don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen.
hmm.
So phone lines are open, people. Let's get it. Let's get it cracking. If nobody calls in, we can close this thing down early. I wouldn't be mad at that either.
yeah, I gotta get my mind right for work again.
All right, Noli, I think that's you. I think I recognize your number.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up, Nolan?
I got it. That's what's up, Noli. What's going
Not
on,
much.
bro?
Chilling. Slow off season,
It is
to
slow.
say the least. Um, yeah, just about this discussion, because I will say, like I've been saying on the past couple times I've gone, just disinterested so far. It's just there's so much uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen, and with all the hirings that Rule did, for me, it's kind of put a damper, like I said. So for it's just wait and see. Uh, I'm just really waiting for middle when March 8 changes that when free agency begins. I
Yeah,
just want closure on this
yeah,
Cam thing,
yeah. Me too.
just so we can be prepared going forward. But as far as McCaffrey, I echoed a lot of the things you guys said. I can't see a world where Cam Newton and McCaffrey get paid. It's just very, very hard to see that. Um, but I also can't imagine he gets traded this offseason unless a team gets a really good deal. I think Brady and Rule want to, have McCaffrey on their team for obvious reasons. He's a weapon. My thing is, if he's not in your long-term plans, they need to find a way to get something for him sooner rather than later. And yes, his stock is going to be higher this offseason than it would be next offseason, but we'll see because I don't think Brady uses McCaffrey the same way Norb did. Um, he's not that big of a weapon. Okay, whatever. Sorry, I'm just reading the comments of the chat. But it's it's just going to depend because uh, watching Burrow at LSU, he was rarely under the center. I mean, it was shotgun a lot.
Yeah.
So, and with McCaffrey under Brady's system, I think it will be he's going to get more work in the slot, which
And see,
I
that's
want to see.
that's what makes me kind of want to pay him if they use him like that and they move him around. Because I agree, Christian McCaffrey should stay on the field. He shouldn't come off the field, but
Hmm.
shouldn't also get
Exactly.
100% of the snaps. I agree with you on that. We should mix it up. But if they find other ways to use him and he starts lining up in the slot, and that changes the game for
Hmm.
me. That's when I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, I can see what's going on here, and I wouldn't mind paying him at that point.
Exactly.
So that's what
I
I need to
still think
see.
he's he's that he was force fed this year. I still think he should touch the ball anytime from 15 to 20 times a game, depending on the game flow. I don't think that should really change. Only difference is I don't want 15 to 20 of those touches coming from carries. I would rather. I think he averaged almost 20 carries a game this year. I'd rather you take that number down to 13 and have 7 of those come in the slot. Just because you don't. I mean, yeah, the rushing is great, but you could use Bonifant, you could use Scarlett to take some of that load off. Use them in the slot, and Brady will be creative. Um, as far as paying, the only person I'd pay right now is Taylor Moton. I know he's coming off it down here, but that is the only person I'm interested in paying. Um, we'll have to see how the new CBA is. Let's see if
Yeah, that's big.
they if they can shoot the cap up another 20%. Maybe it will make paying him not so bad. But for right now, if we're just living in the now, I'm not paying anybody except for Taylor Moton. Um, but I think first, for us to get a clear picture, obviously we need to see what they do with Cam, because to me,
Yep.
just keeping Cam um, this year doesn't do much for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? And I'll end with this. If they keep Cam this year, does that hint that they're willing to give him an extension? Because if you're not willing to give him an extension, and whenever that date is, I don't see the point of keeping him.
Yeah, that makes no. It
If
makes no
they're
sense. It makes no sense
if yeah,
to play him and then not. He's got. If you play him this year, he's in your long term plans. He has to be.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can't. He's not. He's done too much to where um, you're like, okay, we'll wait and see with you. Like this is a franchise quarterback. Like to me, um, I'm hoping their plan is okay. If we keep him, he's in our long-term plan. But that's kind of getting ahead. But
Yeah.
we'll see. Overall, as much as I, have a lot of love for McCaffrey, I can't justify paying anybody right now except for Taylor Moen. And hopefully, we're literally 1 month away from free agency. So
Yeah. All right, bro.
we'll
I
see what
got I
happens.
got to
But
move
that's
on.
kind of where we are.
We finally got like
No
a bunch
worries.
of callers this
We got
time.
a lot
So
of lot. We got
sorry.
some calls tonight,
Yeah.
huh?
I
The
gotta
line,
move
the
on.
line is hot.
It is
Okay,
hot
the
this
line is
today.
Line's
hot.
hot.
Bet.
All right. All right,
All
bro.
right. See ya.
Yeah.
See you, man.
All right.
Two
See ya.
267. What's good?
Hello.
Yeah. What's up, man? What's good?
Uh, for me, I think Cam Newton should get traded to like the Eagles or something.
The Eagles?
Yeah.
You like the Eagles? What, man? It's past your bedtime, ain't it?
The Eagles, huh?
Yeah.
So why the Eagles?
Cause they need a better quarterback than Carson Wentz.
Ah.
Dang, yo, Eagles hate everything, yo. They hate everything.
So
Okay. We going to the Super Bowl this year again.
who, the Eagles?
Yep.
Oh,
That's
you
hilarious,
it's the
too.
Eagles fan. That's what's
He
up.
is an Eagles fan.
I ain't mad at you.
I can't be mad at it, man. I like Philadelphia, the city. I like Philly.
I ain't mad at you. I would want Cam too as a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Uh. All right. Y'all can move on with your calls.
All right, thank you. Thanks for calling in.
Appreciate the call, man.
All right.
That's what's up.
That's awesome.
That's what's up.
That's awesome.
225. What's good?
What's good, man? What's up, Rashad and Dave? This
What's-
is my first time calling in, man. I gotta.
Welcome
What's
to the.
up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yeah, we
got
can
you.
hear you, man.
Welcome to the show, man. What's good? Appreciate you calling in, man.
Appreciate it, no doubt, no doubt. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get off the subject real quick because I'm sick of that North Carolina A&T rhetoric get y'all spitting.
Oh,
No, we're here to help, man. We're here to help. We're trying to help you. Largest HBCU in the nation. Graduates more engineers and accountants, minority accountants than any other school in the country.
Hold on now. I graduated from Southern University, played football at Southern University, and I'm actually from Fayetteville. I don't know,
Hey.
Rashad. I know you grew up in the
He's from
field, so you
Fayetteville.
might know who I am. You might know who I am, Rashad. I played ball for Bird.
okay.
Had the state. Look at here. I played DB. D. Lewis broke the state record in interceptions. Do you
What-
remember me?
What year?
99 was my last year.
Shit. I was in 70. I was 71st. That year.
Oh, you was the first?
Yeah, I was the first that year.
Okay.
Then I went to Jack Britt when it
my
opened.
okay, see, I'm a little older than you. My ex-old lady was Shantae McKinley. Cheer for 71st.
You said I know I'm a kid. You said who was it?
Shantae McKinley.
Shantae. No, I know a
Cookie,
McKinley.
They called her Cookie. They called her Cookie.
Nah, I probably know. I'm bad with names. I might know if I see her. But that's what's up, man.
I just want, I never called in, so I said, man, let me call in and mess with these guys tonight. But yeah, but back on the subject, man, I agree with everything you said about Christian McCaffrey, man. I wouldn't pay him that money either, man. I mean, running backs come a dime a dozen. I don't think it's a good decision to make that move. I really don't. I mean, I don't. For what McCaffrey does, he's a great receiver. But I mean, you can find running backs to do that. Like you said, we actually force-fed McCaffrey. And I'm not taking nothing away from McCaffrey. He's a great running back, But I just think, you can find running backs. I don't think it's smart to pay running backs the money they're paying. And you can't be mad at them for getting the money, but it's just not a smart investment.
I'm not. I agree with you. I ain't mad at you. I'm just saying. And listen, I'm gonna be 100% honest. I used to and transparent. I never used to think like that. I'm like, yo, you gotta pay the dude, but just looking at the bigger picture, that you can, even if you had to split it up, and you had to get you a slot receiver. I mean, we already got Curtis Samuel. You get you a slot receiver, and then you if you play Curtis how he's supposed to be played, then you have a a cheaper Christian McCaffrey replacement right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you already got it.
Exactly.
So,
And I've said that the whole time. I'm like, I mean, Norv didn't make smart offensive calls and moves. I mean, because like you said, you got Curtis. He did the same thing that McCaffrey did coming out of college. So why wouldn't you take advantage of that?
Yeah,
We didn't make a lot of smart moves, man.
and then you again, like I just said, you got a cheaper version. I'm gonna reiterate because you got a cheaper version of
Exactly.
McCaffrey right there on the roster right now. You can probably
Facts.
play, you can pay Curtis Samuel probably what 6 when it's his time. He probably gonna get 6 7 mil. He ain't gonna get paid that much unless he just goes
Nah,
ham.
he not.
But he not gonna get
He
paid that
definitely
much.
goes ham this year. But you're right. We can get him. I mean, exactly. $5 6 million a year. He's not going to cost us much. But I just don't think paying McCaffrey is a smart move as well as. And I'm still torn with the Cam Newton thing, man. I don't want to. I mean, because Cam grew on me, man, and I was one of those guys that was mad when we drafted Cam, but over the years he grew on me, man, and it's going to be hard, but business wise, it's a smart decision to get rid of him, but I don't want to see him go due to the fact of everything that he's been through, So I want to see him prosper, but at the same time, it's not a good business move to keep him. I mean, I think if we're gonna rebuild, we should actually trade him, even though it's gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
But we
Oh,
should trade him.
yeah. It's not gonna be pretty, but you gotta. That's just gonna be the start, and then at that point you gotta play your cards right, and that's what makes me nervous because
Okay.
the right move
Exactly.
is to get rid of Cam, but then the moves you make after that, that's what makes me nervous because I don't trust none of these.
Exactly.
I don't trust none of these
I
mugs.
don't. Hey,
Yo, I don't trust
I
him
don't
either,
know.
man.
Hey, I don't
I
know.
don't trust him either,
Don't,
man.
and hey, Rashad, I'm with you, man. I feel you. I'm good on every coach that we brought in, but the Phil Snow, I don't know about the Phil
Yeah,
Snow. I don't know.
you you you
I
you
don't know.
you a former DB. You gotta help us out. You gotta help us out, man. Watch some of that film. Let us know what he doing,
Oh,
cause
no doubt. And let me tell you something, man. When it comes to DBs, I got an eye for DBs, man. I'm telling you,
okay,
I could be a scout right now, and I'm telling you, because I used to coach. I coached at Pine Forest Middle for a couple
okay.
of years. So, I like I said, look me up, man. I
I
had 16 picks in '99.
I will,
You
man.
can look me up.
Yo, that's
I'm
amazing.
definitely gonna look it up, cause I was in high
Yeah,
school
look
back
me
in
up.
the days,
Yeah,
so
exactly. I know. Like I said, I've been watching y'all for a couple of years, man. I never
appreciate it.
called in. I said, man, they going on this because actually, I don't know if y'all remember the Las Vegas Classic. We tore y'all ass up in 2003. We played.
That was
I do.
That's a long
Matter of
time
fact,
ago. I
hey,
was in
listen,
school then.
I do. We were in school. Matter of
Okay.
fact, I remember
And
that.
guess what? I played for Southern.
That's
We
funny,
we
bro.
beat the hell out of y'all in the Vegas
That's
Classic.
you did, and you know what's funny about that? My parents went to
Uh-huh.
that game. My parents went to that
Yeah.
game, and yo, that joint was funny, man. That joint was funny. We definitely got
Yeah.
destroyed.
Yeah.
I remember that game. I remember that
I
game
remember
for
that
sure.
game
Okay.
too.
Shout out to Southern
Okay.
though.
I'm glad y'all
Shout out to
rebound.
Southern. Yeah, I ain't hating.
let me let me refresh these boys' memory. Okay, A&T on this hot streak right now.
Look, man, but I
needed.
needed y'all to show up, man.
I
You
definitely
cost
wanted
me a
to.
trip to the Celebration Bowl this year.
Against Alcorn.
Yeah.
I know. I
Yeah,
was
y'all.
going too. I
Yo,
was going too.
I
But
had
once
an
we lost, I didn't want to go.
I had an agreement with my wife. She was gonna let me go if Southern was there. You guys didn't get there. I was very disappointed.
Hey, trust me, I was disappointed too because I had already said one of my homeboys was going to go. Well, he did go, but I told him I drive an 18-wheeler, so it's not hard for me to get to where I need to be if I want to be there.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, if Southern wins, I'm going. But
Man.
he didn't win.
Well, we'll see y'all there this year, man. Y'all just do your part. For the last hurrah, you do your part. We'll do our part. We'll see you in Atlanta.
Well, I hope so. Man. I hope so. And maybe we can link up and I
Oh,
talk to y'all.
100%, 100%
Yeah,
for
man.
sure. All right, bro. Thanks for calling, man. Hey, thanks for calling. Don't be a stranger, bro. Call in some more, man. You got good insight. I like your opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll call in. I'll call in. I don't like calling in, man. I just like to listen. But I'll call in. I'll call in more often, no doubt.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good one, boss.
All right. Likewise.
Yep.
That's a good call. All right, let's do 704.
Yo, what up, man? It's Austin.
Austin, what's good, bro?
Not much, man. I like to start this off by saying Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride, 100%.
Just let everybody know. You see it. You know what it is.
Yeah, Aggie Pride all day.
Yeah. you know what it is. But just keeping it short, man. It's kind of like what you said earlier. Uh, Definitely might be the right move with Cam. You know, we got to look at CMC and stuff like that, whatever. But I'm really nervous of what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Because it can either go really bad for 5 years
Yes.
or really good for 5 years.
You're right.
And, you know, being a Charlotte sports fan kind of gets me nervous because of all the, years of me growing up. And they're like, we may need a team out in L.A., but it's not L.A. this year or whatever. But,
It's always
keep
somewhere.
Charlotte sports in Charlotte.
It's London. It's
It's
always somewhere. Yeah, it's always
Mexico, maybe Drake wants to have a team in Toronto called the Owlets. I don't know.
Outlet.
Outlets.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's funny.
He'll take Rule with him because
Yeah.
the Temple connection, the Temple Owls. It'll be. You see how that goes. Rule will be the coach.
Hey.
See what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
See what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I see that. But yeah, that was basically it. Just gonna keep looking at these mock drafts and looking at these news updates.
Yeah, it's gonna get interesting in the next couple weeks. It's gonna get
Yeah.
interesting. It's gonna get interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it, man. I'll get at y'all later. Happy
All right,
Monday.
all right. Also, I'll
Aggie
holler at you,
Pride.
man. Yep.
Aggie Pride.
All right.
Aggie Pride, man.
Yep.
Let's do 919. 919, what's good?
Hey, fellas, it's Maurice.
Maurice, what's good?
Hey, man, what's up, fellas? Hey, I was listening. So, Shaw, you a Falcon, 71st?
That's right. I was a 71st. I went to 71st. I went to 71st my first 2 years. And then I went to Jack Britt my
What
second.
class?
Class of 02.
What class, man?
Class of 2000,
Hey, I'm 86,
2002.
bro.
Yep. Yeah, you older than me, bro.
Yeah, class of 86, Falcons, bro. Matter of fact, we won the state in 87.
Yeah, I wouldn't know nothing about that. That's way before my time.
Bobby Paulse, man. Yeah, before Jack Britt. Jack Britt took half of our student body.
They did. I was part of it.
Well, listen. Yeah, yeah. I had a lot of family out there, man. But yeah, man, I wanted to chop it up with you boys tonight, man. I've been tied up, but I'm glad I could catch y'all tonight, man. Miss y'all. Listen, C-Mac. C-Mac is another Tyreek Hill, man. For real. We can't let him go. We gotta pay him, but we are gonna have to get rid of Cam Newton. I hate to say it, man, because I'm a Cam fan, bro. I got all kinds of Cam jerseys, and I'm a Panthers fan first and foremost. But we're gonna have to let Cam go, man. In my opinion, Cam should go to the Chargers, and we need to go ahead and get either 2 number 2s. Or a 2 and a 3, and we also need to pick up Tyrod Taylor from the Chargers. Bring him in, and in the draft, let's go ahead and pick up Brown at 1. Pick up Brown at 1, and then package their pick with our number 2, and go back up and get Tua, and set Tua down. Under him, man, under Tyrod.
Yeah, okay.
We gotta let Cam fly, cause makes no sense to pay Cam, and then turn around next year and he's a free agent, man. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. No, that's just logical. Doesn't make sense to let him play this year. If you're gonna play him this year, just extend him. But they're not gonna do that because they're not gonna sink money into a guy that's unknown. They don't know whether he's going to be healthy. Can he sustain all 16 games? They don't know, so they're not going to extend him this offseason. So the right thing to do, which is I agree with your part of your plan, is to ship him off to the Chargers. Now, I don't agree with getting Tyrod Taylor just because it's pointless. There's no point in getting Tyrod Taylor or giving up an asset for Tyrod Taylor or having him part of the deal. unless I doubt that's gonna happen. I wouldn't be mad at it, but there's no point. Give me another pick. I'd take another pick instead of
Well,
Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah. I want the pick. I want their pick, but I also want Tyrod because Tyrod brings leadership. And
I don't
Tyrod,
I don't care about.
he's a game manager, and we just need somebody
I don't.
for 1 year until
We
Tua
no,
acclimated
we don't need nobody for a year.
in the
We
Brady
just need to
system.
tank. We just need to go ahead and take these L's. And if it, I'm not completely mad at the Tua pick. Now again, I'm on the fence. I'm just gonna be transparent, like I always am. I'm on the fence because you letting go of one injury prone quarterback to get another injury prone
Bring another
quarterback.
one.
So I ain't on. I'm not. I know all his medicals are quote unquote clear. Even if you let him sit another year, that's not 100% guaranteed that he's gonna be healthy. That man he has had a lot of injuries. And the hip for a quarterback, I don't know about that.
But tell me something. If Burrows hadn't had this 1 year where he went off and them boys did what they did at LSU, who would be the number one draft?
It would be Tua. You're right.
QBs
You are 100%. You're right. It would have been Tua. I don't disagree there. My thing is this. Again, I'm not.
Where else are you going to get a number one quarterback at the 7th pick?
I don't know. I don't know.
Not.
But okay.
Not.
But you are 100% banking on him being healthy, and I just can't do that. I can't. There's a reason why he's 7.
Let's just say
If
worst case.
there's a reason why he's following the 7.
Worst case. Worst case. All right, here, Dave. Worst case. Look, if it don't work out, you can trade him. You can get something for him.
Trade. Nobody's gonna trade him for what?
Meanwhile, you got Tyrod. Meanwhile, you got Tyrod. He's a game manager, and you're still developing Kyle Allen. You don't let him go. You ship off Will Greer or cut him, but you don't let Kyle Allen go. You keep Kyle Allen. You keep developing Kyle Allen under Brady's system, and you bring in Brown. That Brown should be the first. He should be the first. Our first choice if he's there. We definitely got to take him. And then we need to fit, like I told you fellas a long time ago, elephant in the room is the O-line, man. We got to fix it, man.
Agreed.
Can't let that slide. Go get Becton out of Louisville. He'll be there. Go get him. And then turn around and get a guard, man. Get Durant.
Yeah, I agree.
Decent.
We do need to fix the offensive line. That's part of my hesitance on wasting that pick on Tua, because if you're waiting on a guy, okay, we draft Tua, you already waiting for a guy to come back for another year when you could have had the top offensive lineman in the draft, and you're still going to be able to draft another quarterback next season. You wasted the pick on potentially wasted the pick on Tua.
I'm kind of different. I'm kind of different in that, and I know y'all got other callers, so I'm going to get off. I'm kind of different in that I think this draft is heavy with quality offensive linemen. You don't have to have a number one offensive lineman. My man out of Georgia is decent. You got the fellow over at Alabama that's good. I mean, Miss U got a lot of good Oklahoma. I mean, offensive linemen this is the draft for offensive linemen.
Yeah, you could be right.
This is it.
So you're saying I'll be able to get you. So you're saying I'll be able to get one
definitely.
later in the draft.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely at 4. Yeah,
right.
Most definitely. And then last of all, how about picking up a corner, man? Get Lamar. He's nice, man. He's getting the Senior Bowl. Pick him up.
All right, I gotta look into it. I gotta look into it. But all right, bro, I got one more call I gotta get to. I know Dave ready
All right.
to call this thing.
Good talking with y'all, man.
All right, bro.
Good chopping it up.
Appreciate it, man. Yep.
Yeah, man, no doubt.
All right.
Have a good one.
All right. Later.
All right.
Later, man.
Now I wanna know what's good.
Just had to say the best for last, huh?
I did. My bad, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you holding on, man. I knew it was you.
Appreciate your patience,
I
sir.
knew it was you. So I was like, let me let him wait.
Had to listen to that love affair. Y'all, we was going back to the 86 and 78.
My bad. Go ahead, bro. What you got, yo?
It was all cool, but yeah, but on the paying the running backs, you telling me y'all don't believe in paying running backs at all?
Not that amount of money.
So how much is
Not.
McCaffrey worth?
I mean, McCaffrey's all right. Let me be clear. I think McCaffrey is he deserves to be paid as one of the top 3 running backs in the NFL. I just don't think that's a wise decision for us to do that because it's gonna crush our cap. And we've already done this before, man. Remember Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams? At one point, those 2 running backs were both in the top 6 of being paid in the league. And we didn't get much production out of them because of it.
Yeah, because it was double trouble, so of course they're not gonna have the same amount of impact as Christian McCaffrey. And Jonathan Stewart couldn't catch worth a damn. D'Angelo Williams wasn't really catching the ball out the backfield, so he's what they would call a flex. So again, how much would y'all pay C-Mac?
I don't know what he's not gonna take.
I'll pay him
He's
10.
yeah.
I'll pay him 10.
I was gonna say he's not gonna take what I'm offering, so I wouldn't even insult him.
I'll pay him 10.
Oh, okay. So I guess y'all feel like you can just bring in any type of running back like the Patriots and everything would be good as long as you build the team around.
As long as you build, as long as you have an offensive line and you have a offensive coordinator that's worth a damn, yeah, I think you can.
Okay. Well, shit. I waited this damn long. It's already 10, so I'm going to get up off this line. And I would pay McCaffrey though. I would pay McCaffrey
$16 million a year.
What would you pay him?
I give him let me see. McCaffrey about what, 22, 23, something like that. He's like 22.
And his girl's bad.
I ain't look to see.
I would give him a 4-year deal. I'll pay him top 3 money. I give him top 3 money.
So that means he's making 16 mil.
But no, if he's making top 3, he's making my
like 15 million
13 to 15 million a year.
That's a lot, yo.
I mean, but he can be a slot, he can be a receiver, and he can be hell, he can throw too. He can throw the ball. He can be a quarterback. He can do all that shit, all that stuff.
No, you good.
You feel me? So he's not like a regular running back that can run the ball out the backfield. And hell, he can block too. He a little small, but he can block. You know what I'm saying? So I look at him as and he keep his body in shape. He's not like he not doing like Ezekiel Elliott getting overweight in the offseason. Like the dude is like a Greg Olsen type of dude. So like I said, yeah, y'all gotta put all that together and try to add on. Y'all can't just say, well, he's not I wouldn't pay him this much money because he's a running back. You know, he's not just like a Ezekiel Elliott or those guys can catch, but those guys ain't like McCaffrey out there. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna hang up and y'all can go ahead and y'all can go ahead and finish what y'all got to say on McCaffrey, because I already know y'all it's already 10. But I'm out.
All right, last
Appreciate it, man. Like I cannot convince myself to pay him that much money. Maybe it's because I'm not doubting how good McCaffrey is. I think he's the best running back in the NFL. But I can't convince. I just see what happens when you pay a running back that much money.
Yeah, especially if you pay him, and then the ecosystem around him just isn't. And we not winning, bro. Like I don't understand. What's the point in paying? That's like me paying a quarterback. Not the same. I know they're not the same, but not equally valuable. But if my team is trash, I'm not gonna be investing tons of money in players that just ain't good. Like, we not good as a team. Something's got to change. So we're not winning. You can't just be pumping money into all these players. Not in that position. You got to put that money elsewhere. You got to put the money in the offensive line, put the money in the defensive line, and then things will start to come together. We just not good. And again, a lot of Christian McCaffrey's touches are manufactured. It comes in garbage time. He gets a lot of force-fed touches through bad offensive coordination. It's just that's all I gotta say, man. Until I see something different, I'm not with paying Christian McCaffrey at the moment. But all right. So Dave, anything else, bro?
Nah, I'm good, man.
All right. You want to take us out?
All right, man. You can follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. You can follow me at ChampD1012. Like the page on Facebook at Panther Nation Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're watching live at Panther Nation Podcast. Cut your notifications on so you'll know when we're on. We occasionally do emergency episodes, so I don't want you to miss that. And that's it, man. That's all I'm rolling with tonight.
That's good. No, that's good.
So we'll see you guys next Monday, and always remember, keep pounding.
Keep pounding, people.
I did say Facebook.
He did say Facebook. All right, so
I did say Facebook.
That being said, we're gonna be out of here. See y'all next week. It's a good conversation with the running backs, man. We'll see what happens. I think it's inevitable that we pay him. We're gonna pay Christian McCaffrey. We'll see what happens with it though. I think he's gonna get paid. But all right, that being said, peace out.
All right.
See y'all next.